Welcome to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, this is a podcast where Jimmy and I make an anime from a song. And so we listen to a song, pretend that it is the theme song for an anime that we write. We take 5 minutes, write it down, and then combine them to make a mega anime. And that's what we're here to do today.
Mm-hmm.
So the song that started it all is Transfer by Stella Jong. And you should search it if you want to play along, if you want to know where all of our ideas came from.
Yeah, song's cool as hell.
Yeah, big hit.
Yeah.
In my book.
I love it.
Me too. I like it a lot.
She's cool. There's a couple more.
I think we've...
rolling around in my head.
Yeah, I think we've encountered her before as a possibility.
Yes, but now the true form of anime today.
The ones we've written.
From Transfer.
Yes.
By Stella Jong.
So check it out now, check it out later, check it out before.
Before
which you would have already done, so congrats to you.
You're in the future now.
Welcome. From the past, we welcome you. I suppose I'll get us going.
Kick us off. Yeah.
Jinx. Okay. So getting some Little House on the Prairie. Like frontier, gold rush vibes.
Oh, shit.
You look kind of excited. So it's gold rush in California. So 1800s, I think that was.
Sure.
The main character is a young female living in them pioneering days. So the first episode is she learns her husband has died mining.
Oh, no.
So they, finally get out there. They finally get their house.
Hell yeah.
It's finally set up.
Frontier setters.
And, he goes to do, and maybe he's been doing it for a while, but they finally get to the goal of having their own homestead, their own land, their own animals, whatever, plants.
And his name is John Marston.
Yes, his name is John Marston. Not canon. But he dies. And so,
as you said, yes,
it's basically her homesteading story as she learns to farm and care for animals all by herself.
Cool.
Or is it by herself?
Oh.
That is until she meets the local teacher and asks her to move on to the ranch to help her run it.
Aw.
And it's a story of the strength of friendship. And then I realized that I just was doing the last one again. Works of Wartime. I was like, darn.
Oh, that was the previous one.
Yep.
Because you were like, women characters? I get you.
And that's why you saw my face fall halfway. Because I got to the end.
You
and
got to the end of the 5 minutes.
It's going to be great. And then I was like, it's about friendship. So my other option is we can make them lesbians. Because I also got that vibe.
Well, guess what? You won't.
I have a little bit more.
Okay, but you probably won't have to worry about it too much. Just, finish up.
All right. Just... in summation, pioneer fun with animals, and she has a pet rabbit, and there's a cherry tree on the property because something about the song made me think of cherry tree blossoms.
Oh, definitely. It has a big, springy, airy vibe to it.
I was trying to remember which Miyazaki film it is that one of the characters presses their fingers together, blows, and then all of the leaves shoot out. I'm pretty sure it's Spirited Away. But do you remember that?
Is it the witch that does that?
I thought it was Haiku. That's not his name.
I don't remember. He is a 575. Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought it was him, but somebody presses their fingers, blows, and then all the leaves shoot out, and I pictured that, but with cherry blossoms.
It's really cool
for some reason.
But it definitely has that springy, airy vibe to it.
Yeah, big time spring. I had a little bit of a different idea, but the strings. The strings in this song, I was like, pioneer times.
Yep.
So, really like them strings.
Well, it's pretty crazy. I didn't have a time period in mind, but I will share my idea.
Okay.
And it revolves around a couple raising horses for a living.
Oh my god.
Because it's a family inherited business.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know, right? That's pretty... You already had ranching. It's pretty crazy.
That is.
So the couple, they aren't related. They just, I don't know if they get married or... Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't narrow it down. It's just these two people who aren't related, but then inherit this business through being the best at it. They grew up riding and training the horses, so taking over the business came naturally. It was basically went.
So they didn't know each other before this, though?
It's like they're childhood friends, or what? Like
okay.
Again, I did not specify at all. It's just they grew up doing this task, and so they know each other. They've worked together, so owning the business together was just second nature.
Sure.
For generations, this stable has bred some of the fastest and most easily trainable horses. It's all very humane, and they even win awards for how well they treat their stock or horses or whatever.
That's
they call
cool.
It. However, as the eldest owner is bedridden and passing on, they whisper a secret into one of the newest owner's ears.
Oh my god!
This rattles the owner to the core, and they immediately resign the position and are determined to set all the horses free.
What?
They successfully coerce their fellow owner to do so, and it is revealed that the horses were actually majestic flying Pegasuses.
Oh, wow.
And so, the whole time it was
they're mythical creatures.
Exactly. So they were very well humanely treating these horses as horses, but the horses were actually Pegasuses.
Wow.
Because I very vividly saw these Pegasus is just pouring out of a stable and going into the sky and basically just into the clouds and
yeah.
So that was that very vivid image I got from the song.
Okay.
But cherry blossoms, you got blue sky, white cloud, cherry blossoms. It's all there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I now want to go with the idea that I had before the strings a little bit.
Okay. So this is different than your previous thing?
Just a little
Slightly?
bit. Because the cherry blossoms was all that I had.
Okay.
And I imagined the blowing with the...
Yeah.
And I wanted it to become a live thing.
Oh, so maybe, it becomes a Pegasus?
Yeah, maybe the horses are made of cherry blossoms.
Ooh, I like that, because then when they escape, they just literally...
They flutter.
Yeah,
they go up and they just
petals.
Flutter, because they're finally free.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I wanted to bring from my previous
I gotcha.
Previous
that definitely happens.
Cool. At the end, when they're free.
When they're free, they become their true form, their huge, majestic wings, and then it all just kind of into the...
Depending
petals.
On when we do this, time-wise, we could use it as an origin story for why, cherry blossoms why they fall each year.
Oh, yeah. It could be a legend story. That's cool.
The winged horses that were let free.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But, I don't really know how that fits in with the rest. That's
right.
just...
Right.
I think, we have the ending.
I think it would be somewhat... Maybe that legend is told in the anime, as a... Not... Maybe, somehow Pegasuses, exist to these people.
Or...
how unicorns exist to us,
yeah.
But we're they're not real. We've never seen a horse with a horn.
What if the ranch has a bunch of cherry trees, and there are cherry blossoms, and everyone's like, oh, it's so pretty, and the owner is like, oh yeah, we mix some of the bark in with the, I don't know,
They
somehow
fertilize it specially.
Yeah, the cherry is somehow connected to the horse, and that's why they have such beautiful coats or something.
Yeah, they make a sweet tart jam that the horses love on
the
biscuits.
Petals to wash them with it. They make a soap out of it, and that's why they're shiny. Something
bath bombs.
Yes, they bath bomb the horses. Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty funny.
Head to your local Lush and pick up a cherry
blossom
horse bath bomb.
Horse bath bomb.
That thing would be monstrous, wouldn't it?
It would be a big old bath bomb. It would be the size of a...
Be a beach ball.
A mine. One of the ocean mines.
You know what? I have no idea what size that would be.
Just real big.
That's not something I have in my knowledge.
Real big and explosive.
That's why I said a beach ball.
That's true. Well, think of a beach ball, and then it's also an explosive mine.
That would make it so the legend could just be a legend. It doesn't have to be the origin story.
Right. It's like a legend that the owners know is true, but they pass it on as a legend.
That's just why we have all the cherry blossoms here. It just makes the horses as good as a Pegasus.
They were here. They were here when the ranch started, and it's always been.
But yeah, if the Pegasus cherry blossom thing already exists, they can just be like, oh yeah, that's our, we emulate them because that's what we want or something like that.
So how are we combining yours with this?
Well, I mean, the main thing of mine was having a woman adventuring. And I don't know why a business venture couldn't be her adventure.
Okay.
She's grown up around horses. I had horses, livestock, all that. And so she's learning, the other side of it, the management side.
And I think it being like a full ranch is also important because then you have the you have the people tending the cows, you have the wheat fields, you have like all the different cast of characters who are doing their own separate jobs. So it's like
a huge estate thing.
Exactly, yeah.
But the horses are the moneymakers.
The
rest is just hobby?
Yeah, hobby / like actually sustaining themselves and the feed and everything. So
that sounds good.
Yeah, it all feeds into helping the horses be the greatest crop that they have or whatever.
Yeah, the greatest product.
Exactly, yeah. So I think that works for me.
Would they also have like a stable for other horses, or is it just for breeding? Asking as someone who's watched a couple horse shows.
Exactly. You're asking the wrong person here. You're the one who should answer your own question.
Watched Heartland.
You got a lot of horse shows. You got Barbie Horse.
That one wasn't very
Barbie
good.
Horse Adventures.
I don't actually think.
It was probably just like an episode.
It was like a Game Grumps probably. But I've watched that one on Netflix. It doesn't matter.
Either way.
I'm not a horse girl.
No.
But
my cousin is. I could call her up. And be like, hey, horse girl.
Some horse things have stuff. Yes.
And so, I mean, my thought was it is like they make so much money. I don't think we need a stable. Like they're award winning. It's not really a stable. It's like all a stable. Like there's a shit ton of horses.
Do they board other horses or just do they have theirs?
No,
breeding?
I don't. No, I don't think it's like a through fair like horse hotel or whatever.
Okay, I agree. We don't need that.
It's just
There's enough going on.
Yeah, but it's already like. Because their Pegasus is in disguise or cursed or whatever to mortal horse frame, like they are varying breeds, but that's why they breed the best is because they're actually Pegasuses. So
that makes sense.
It doesn't really matter if there's like other horses coming in to get bred with the Pegasus or whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, but they're not there all the time.
Extraneous detail. Yeah.
It's not a boarding house for horses.
Exactly. It's not a horse hotel.
Annie, but with horses.
A boarding horse.
The little orphan horses. Little orphan Annie horse.
Little orphan Annie horse. And she's like, tomorrow, I'll have the oats. Tomorrow.
There'll be oats.
There'll be oats. I don't know why she's so Irish.
Well, I mean, the hair.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Curly red hair.
Was she Irish?
I have no idea.
I thought it was like a New York thing.
She didn't have an accent.
I'll tell you.
I don't think. I don't know if I've ever seen the original Annie, and I know they remade it, but I didn't see it.
1,000,000,000 times. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm a little old for that.
Well, never too old for show business.
Well, no, but I didn't really want to. It doesn't matter. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Annie is Irish. She has red hair. I drew conclusions.
Wow. Irishest of you.
All right. Thanks.
All right. So, yeah, there's horses. It's not a horse hotel. It's just specifically the horse owners breed and raise these Pegasuses in disguise.
Train them
and so their whole life they've just been like, these are horses, but then they finally learn. And this is your lady and her teacher friend. Is that still happening? Or
I think it doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be another like stable hand, someone else who also.
But it's somebody that's brought in, I guess, from maybe something else.
Maybe they were at a rival place, but they had started at.
Cherry
Blossom Lane or whatever.
Yeah, they were a kid and they rode the ponies, and then they got older. They
started there, they went away to a different one, and then they came back.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in wine country,
Their husband died in a mine.
Geocaching.
No, this is really cool. I like this. I feel like I want more of your idea in there. Like maybe the husband loss is still present.
Okay.
So they can devote their time.
Maybe it was supposed to be she and her husband. And then the husband died, and then she called upon her old friend.
That's good. I like that a lot. Because then that's just your character, boom, in my horse land.
I think that's all right if you're okay with it.
I'm super okay with it.
Cool.
Cool. So we have that. We got my idea with the Pegasi. We got the cherry blossoms is such a cool touch.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't die. It's just like
no, they're just
like
free.
Returned to nature.
I mean, I think the whole Pegasus thing is it's like a godly
magical
thing.
When they're finally freed from their shackles and saddles, not that they're shackled, but like
I know what you mean.
Mortal shackles.
Yeah, I mean they're forced into a form that isn't
I
theirs.
think it's kind of like a split. Like the cherry blossoms explode out and their wings come out and then they just kind of like ethereal
flutter.
Like
all
they
the
turn
petals
into
just kind of
clouds
fall everywhere and
yeah.
Yeah, because I assume a Pegasus can both be an ethereal cloud creature and also like I'm here on the ground.
It's
I'm
like a vampire.
Horse.
It can be mist,
but friendly because it's a happy
Pegasus.
I mean, I just keep picturing Hercules as Pegasus.
Yes,
but
it's hard not to because it's a good Pegasus. It's a good boy.
Yeah, that one's ingrained. I will admit.
Yeah, that happens. They all escape.
So we have the start.
Yep.
We have the end.
The middle is just a show about horses.
When is the secret shared?
That's a good question. I guess
toward the end.
But like
middle end.
Yeah, because there's a large part where they quit, and it's just like what caused this person to quit the job they loved so much.
There could be that they don't believe at first.
Yeah, it's just like a crazy man's last dying word.
On his deathbed, lots of people say things and see things, and could be some of that.
So they don't quit immediately, but they investigate further.
Suspicious,
they get suspicious of it, and they kind of...
Maybe one of them says, well, that doesn't make any sense, or even if that's true, like, what, you want to throw away everything?
Exactly, yeah, like our business, our
why
livelihood.
don't we just keep a few of them?
Right.
There's a argument between the partners.
Yeah. But then they resolve it, and to the point where they're just both like, we've got to make this right or something, and then they do it, and it sets it free. So that's like middle end, and then like middle beginning is just like them doing horse stuff.
Is this a movie?
Is it a
movie? This sounds
movie?
like a movie.
I feel like we've made it a movie because we made the end so final.
Yes.
And like, let's make it not a movie, but just a series, just a short series.
Okay.
3 episodes.
I have a proposition for you.
What?
In the like Hercules Disney vein. You have the movie, and then you have a really poorly produced show that comes afterwards.
Ooh.
And it's of the Pegasus coming back and be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I'm Pegasus.
And Danny DeVito is there.
Yeah, of course. He's one of the...
He wasn't in the show, though.
No, they couldn't get anybody.
They didn't get anybody.
But that's an option, is it can seem really final, and then, whoa, all of a sudden these petal Pegasus come back.
I think this is the one time I want to make a bad show after making the really good movie.
I don't know, man. This feels wrong.
Okay, but like the movie's going to be real good, and then the company's like, you got to make more of this. And we're like, all right, but it has to be a really bad show, and we have to be hands off. But we can never call it a bad show. Like, we're like, oh, we'll do it. And then we just have our interns do it. And not that we don't trust our interns to make a good show, but we're just going to be so hands-off, they're going to be, like, floundering.
Well, I really don't condone this, but if it happens, it needs to be a comedy.
You got to chase that bread.
Just, like, straight-up comedy.
Oh, yeah. Like...
Completely change
because all of the drama is gone.
Like, it turns into a children's show that is
It turns into a children's show, and the Pegasus, like, they come back... to the ranch because they're like, this wasn't so bad after all. Wink. And
one's
wearing a suit jacket.
Okay, this got weird.
He's wearing a suit jacket and a top hat, and he's like the owner. He's like the showman, and
but he's still a Pegasus.
He's still
horse.
Very much a Pegasus.
I don't like that.
So you're just imagining a Pegasus in a suit jacket.
I don't like that.
Well, it's too bad.
It's like BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, but not standing on 2 legs.
I don't like it, man.
Well, it doesn't matter. It already exists in your brain. And he's like, I'm back. I brought all my friends back, too, because we decided we like this place after all. You fed us a lot of good, tasty apples. And cherries, I guess, question mark? Maybe. Is that our blood?
Oh, God.
Question mark? See, it poses a lot of questions, but it's all under the guise of a bad kid show. No, we're just making the movie. I'm pulling your leg.
Quit it.
Or 7-episode miniseries, you know? I don't like making movies. It's too hard. You gotta make 7 movie-length episodes.
All right, if you really think we have enough content, but
you can draw out the beginning, the middle, the end. You gotta build up the tension.
Okay, I think a movie would be adequate, but that's fine.
No, not today.
I will not fight you on this.
We're doing a miniseries, or
you're stubborn as a mule.
I can't do a mule.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that was it.
Is that a goose?
That was it. It was a goose mule.
Terrifying.
It's when you breed a goose with a duck.
What?
It's a mule goose.
Me old goose.
Me old goose.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so we'll just do a movie-length miniseries. It's fine.
We'll see.
This is semantics. We should not be worrying about this.
I guess that's true. We just didn't have a middle, so we decided to fight about this instead.
Ha-ha. Tricked you, listener. Now we're at the end part where we think of a title.
Yeah, I suppose that's all we really need.
The middle is just horse show. People watch horse show. People like you watch horse show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is named Horsea.
Yes. One of them is named
but
Horsea.
But not Horsea the second or third.
That's unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. There's no first one that dies.
Jimmy had a horse in Red Dead Redemption named Horsea.
Don't remind me.
And she met an untimely end.
She died so early on. I had Horsea too, like the entire game.
She was cool.
Yeah.
And then she disappeared when you switched characters.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was like a couple years. It was like 7 years or something.
Couldn't find her anymore.
They sold her off somewhere.
Horsea 3
Well, she didn't die. Buell died.
Yeah, that's true. Horsea 2 is free like the Pegasus.
Yeah. I'd find her
Pegasuses?
somewhere. I couldn't. I wrote Pegasuses.
I don't know.
I also couldn't remember what the word was. I was like, flying horse.
I would have helped you. But good on you for getting there.
Well, see, if I had been like, what's a flying horse called? You would have been like, you have flying horses? And you.
Oh, I just thought when you were pitching it, you'd be like, they're flying horses. And I'd be like, oh, like a Pegasus?
Oh,
and you'd
I
be
see.
Like, that's the one. I couldn't think.
I got there before.
Good job.
The showing phase of the idea. Okay.
That title, though. Let's
think
do that
of a title.
phase.
Yeah, like we are so done with this idea.
So out of range. I'm sorry.
All right.
Let's get back on the path.
Title time, 2 words.
Oh, we didn't choose what time period, though.
It's like your...
Do you want it pioneering? I feel like there weren't as many horse races well established.
It's like turn of the century.
Let's do the 20s or something.
Exactly, turn of the century.
That's somewhat close, I suppose. Give or take 20 years.
That's why it's a mini-series. It covers a long period of time.
Oh my gosh. What do you think our word should be?
Horse?
Horse, please? I'll take a horse. A horse word?
Trebek, I'll take a horse word. Horse word for 500. Yeah, let's do a horse word and...
I mean, I just feel like cherry blossom should be in the title, so it's not fair to do a cherry blossom word.
Cherry blossom ranch.
It just would be...
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay. Horse and...
Pegasus.
Ranch.
But ranch
freedom?
is like a horse word. Yeah, let's do a freedom word. I like a little... Yeah, let's make it a broad freedom word.
Cool.
All right, do you want to do a horse word or a freedom word first?
I'll do a freedom word.
I'll do a horse word. 3, 2, 1.
Wind.
Reins. Get it?
Yeah, but I said wind, so it's funny because it's like wind and rains.
Oh, shit. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll switcheroo. Yes. I'll do a freedom word. You do a horse word. 3, 2, 1. Shackles.
Gallop.
Galloping. Wind.
I didn't say galloping. I said gallop this time.
Well, it's not. The record I think you wanted to say galloping.
I did think of a few other ideas that may include.
Wind and Reins is kind of fucking cool, though.
It's really cool, actually.
Like, that's it.
I think so.
That's got to be it.
I think so.
It's so simplistic. It's got the wind nature element of the Pegasus's wings.
Oh, yeah.
And Reins, like
because you've got it, like, shackled, and that's what you use to control. Wind and Reins.
That's how we fucking did it.
This has never happened
before,
before,
I think, done it from the words.
Just, like, immediately.
I don't think we've ever done that before.
I don't think so either.
This is a first...
Meow! It's an Instant anime first.
Instant anime first. 81 episodes in. Wow. Here we are with actually using the words.
Yes! With that in their form.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore all the weird stuff I wrote about, like, falling and cascading blossoms and all that stuff.
It's all great. It's all flowery language.
But Wind and Reins.
Wind and Reins is so...
It sounds like it could be the name of the ranch, too.
Oh, definitely.
Like...
Why the fuck not?
I can just see that in, like, some of the fanciest scripts.
It's kind of like a very swirly font.
It's so preppy.
Yes. Oh.
Welcome to Wind and Reins.
That's so good. Our ideas...
High five, dude.
Ideas, like, meshed immediately. The title we came up from our words.
Thank you, Stella.
This is going to be the shortest episode of Instant Anime, ever.
But if you aren't as excited as we are, then...
Well, tune in next week
for another episode. Maybe next week.
Yeah, we're like, oh man, I paid for... Like, how did you pay for this episode?
I don't know. Someone asked.
Someone took me into a dark room and put headphones on me, and now I'm listening to this episode. Yeah, well, that's how we record. Someone took us into a dark room, put headphones, and then a microphone over it?
Yeah.
And now we're just making an episode.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Weird. But now we're here at the end, but we should probably
cast
ourselves and others, see what comes up. But who would you want to be in Wind and Reins?
I think I just want to be a stable hand. I think I just want to, brush a horse down and be in the background.
Do like the horse washing mini game in like where you're like, wash the butt. And you do like the spiral
I know
Wii motion.
We talked about possibly using like a special soap or something.
Oh yeah, bath bombs.
Like, yeah, maybe I ask, do we have any more
horse bath bombs? Cherry bath bombs?
Although that is not canon because this is a little bit, it's a touch classier. I don't
think they'd have the baking soda and other...
But maybe,
readily available.
Have we made a new batch this year or something like that? I don't know.
Or you could also assist in the, like, soap making.
That's true.
Yeah. Not that it's soap.
I was picturing, like, a shampoo sort of situation.
Yeah, because soap would be, like, the actual, like, fat from dead animals. So we're not doing that.
No.
We're not doing that. We're doing it. Again, this is very humane.
Yes.
This is, from my idea, is very humane. They win awards.
I'm all for that.
Good. I'm 100% for that. I think I would be in the same vein as you. I'd be like a farmer, like a contract.
And then you and I could slowly fall in love in the background. We could hook
up and they find us.
Hook up? No. High class. Fall in love.
Oh, I was like, they find us in a hay bale.
Well, I guess that happens post-love sometimes.
Tumbling around in the hay.
Get on out of here.
Get on, skit. And you were like, oh.
Oh. Grab my flannel and run.
Running through the wheat fields.
Yes, that probably is sharp when you're naked.
Oh, yeah. Whip. So many whip marks from the wheat.
And then the, like, blades, right? Like, blades of grass cut you? I'm only imagining when it's dried, it's worse.
Oh, yeah, it'd be real bad. Your feet are just stumps at the end of the
My
run.
Stumps!
My stumps! Yeah, but I'd be like a farmhand.
Yeah, I want to be like a stable hand or something.
And maybe we have a little romance.
Careful, I think that might be a horse sound. One runs past.
One flies past.
There we go. Hey!
Yeah, so we're that. Do you want to cast any famous people in the show as the lead characters? Or just kind of leave it be?
I think we've cast her before. She was the one that was the main character in, like, the letters to boys I've loved before, to all the boys I loved before. I want her.
Okay, cool.
And I want the character modeled after her.
Sweet.
So, that's my vote for my character. I want it to be her.
Oh, okay, your main character.
Yeah. Do I remember her name? No. And I mean no disrespect by that. I can barely remember Jimmy's name half the time.
It's true. Half the time I'm like, somebody's in front of me.
You look familiar. And that's when I go, hey, babe.
Okay, hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
But she's really cool, and I think I want her
I know, you
to
did
be
really,
my main character.
You did really like that movie.
Have I watched it maybe more than once?
You've watched it more than once?
Perhaps.
Cool. Elder would be...
Oh, the old person?
Like Betty White?
Well, I don't want them... I don't want Betty... Well, Betty White's so... No, we can't use that. She likes animals too well. She's too, like,
jovial and...
No, like, personally,
like
she's, like, a huge animal advocate.
Activist.
So she would not actually ever be in that position where she would
that's fair. Yeah,
hold
she wouldn't
them
feel
against their
comfortable
will.
like
She would let them free.
keeping that secret.
So
as herself. We call it Betty White, and she's like, that's just not me.
No, it's not.
I can't even ask that.
I wouldn't even ask you to do that.
That's funny. Whatever then. I think we got main girl.
Let's just cast somebody old. I don't know.
Hey, interns, find an old person, track them down.
I've seen in movies.
They're slow. Go get them.
Oh, that's mean. I've seen in movies they have like retirement homes for like the rich and famous.
Oh yeah, just go into one of those.
Yeah.
Steal some old people.
I don't know
find
if that's.
An old?
I don't know if that actually exists, but it just for some reason that kind of fills me with happiness.
Oh yeah.
Knowing that they might all be able to like reminisce and talk about their showbiz days or
You'd
something.
hope.
I'd just hope so.
I think they all become more introverted and just like stay in their big mansions and are like.
Oh no! I mean, when they're in the home because they need like assistance.
I know, but who says when you have enough money?
This is a weird conversation. I can't think of any old actors or actresses off the top of my head.
It's fine. We're good. We got main girl.
The partner.
Sure.
We didn't really discuss the partner too much. They
either.
just suggested keeping the Pegasuses.
Yeah, they go against
Pegasus.
They go against the true morals for a sec.
Just, I mean, of course they bend, but they just have a moment
where
they're like, maybe there's a race or something, and they're like, please just let us get
yeah. We need the winnings from
thing.
this because we have all our money,
and then we'll have that money, and we can let them go, and we can start again, and we can invest it in the hobby part of the farm.
It's cruel. You know it's cruel.
But if we just do this last one, we can reinvigorate the rest of the ranch, and we don't have to get rid of it.
Just so flustered and walks off.
Let's get that done. So
they're like yelling and
I don't know who I want that to be.
I know it's a good role.
I think another woman.
I think so too.
Beyond that, similar age.
I think we get John Marston as the dead husband.
Oh, okay.
We get that voice actor. I forget his name.
I do too. I remember his wife's name. That helps us. We just watched an interview.
Yeah. It was a Polygon thing. I think they were.
Oh yeah, it was
like the human side of gaming. I don't remember the name of it
Followed
exactly, but it was like a really impactful video. I enjoyed it a lot.
Don't know his name, but his wife's name Taylor.
And it's just his voice is John Marston.
Yeah, he didn't really have to do much for that.
And he's just like, I really love my family, and it's why I do all this.
And then he started getting teary, and it was
I'm just
really
like,
sweet.
oh fuck,
and that's when you said, I care for the real John Marston as much as the fictional one.
That's why I want to give him,
Yeah.
Too
bad we have to kill him.
It's just a bit part. He doesn't even need it.
Flashback.
Exactly. He can be present in other things. He'll love it.
Yeah.
He'll love it. He's fine.
And if we get your mini series that you want so badly, we could have backstory where they're like young and they were like,
it's even more
high school sweethearts on the ranch or
it's
whatever.
even more of him. I'm so down for that.
Okay. So we got him. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Pegasuses do not talk.
They're horse noises. Okay. But we get some really good folly. Like we go out to the best horse ranches.
Yeah. Let's hit them up.
And that's when you do that sick location scouting and you meet all the cool horse people.
Yeah. And those cool horses.
Yeah.
Do horses scare you? Like
they're big
Let's get
animals.
real for a second. Are they a little bit frightening, like low-key scary?
Yeah, I mean, remember the big ones?
Oh, that's right. Its head was like as big as you.
The big ones?
Yes.
I'm a big boy, and those were some big boys.
Yeah, those were large horses.
So like
it was like a Christmas festival thing we went to, and they had horses.
I was real close to them, and I wasn't like scared, but it's because they're like behind a fence that I trust.
They probably could have gotten out.
They wouldn't have wanted to get out of because they had a bag of feed or whatever close by.
Horses freak me out a little bit.
They're like big trampling machines.
I've ridden one before.
Nature's
as a child,
trampling machines.
But,
I did too, and
it's been a long
It was pleasant.
time.
It wasn't that bad.
I remember it was a neighbor. And I distinctly remember going and getting my cowboy boots. As like a 6-year-old, I had like these little cowboy boots. And I was like, hang on, there's a horse here. I got to get my boots. And I went and like
boots.
Got my little boots. And then I rode the horse.
Cow them boots.
Cow them boots. Cow person. Oh, that sounds
Cowpoke.
Yeah, there you go. Cowpoke boots.
I had cowboy boots as a kid too.
Yours were cowboy boots.
Mine were actually cowboy boots.
Did you wear them on your horse ride?
Because I really liked Woody from Toy Story.
With good reason.
Yeah. And I had a lot of Toy Story stuff. But either way.
Yeah. No, I just, like, the one time I've ridden a horse, I had to go get my boots.
That's great.
I was very accessories-oriented, even as a child.
Again, my cousin, very into horses.
Yes.
That's where we rode horses with them. And it was, we were all in, like, a line, so we were just, like, following the main person who actually knew how to do something.
That's cool.
I was too young to actually, like, steer them. I think it was just, like, it's kind of
so
on
cool.
rails. But, yeah, like, it was
we could do that. That you can, like, rent horses.
I'm good.
And, like, walk on a beach and stuff.
I'm good. I'm good.
We'll go to the county fair and reevaluate.
Yeah, just
once
go around.
The big things are looking at us.
They're so majestic, though.
They're
it's
cool.
like
they're really
no
cool.
wonder everyone wants to romanticize the like Wild West. I know it's like actually not as crazy or even like cool as it's made out in like spaghetti westerns and stuff. Like it's actually like pretty horrifying shit.
It'd be a tough life.
But it's like people riding horses. There's something about it that is like very ingrained in like...
I think it has something to do with... I know wind was my freedom word, and I think that's a big part of it, is just having that wind in your face feeling.
It's been like the car of forever. Like people have been like, I want to ride that. And then they did, and then they're just like, we're going to do this forever now because it's great. we just like the wind in our hair feeling as humans.
I think it's as close to flying as you can kind of get.
And you're pretty high up there on a fucking horse.
It's true. They're big.
They're big creatures.
Couple of hands.
Yeah. Big hand horse.
Oh, that'd be really creepy. Now I'm picturing a horse with hands. Stop.
I pictured a horse made of a hand.
That's kind of adorable.
It's kind of cute. It's like a hand turkey, but flipped upside down. It's a horse.
A hand horse. How was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Does everyone celebrate it still? Like, I don't really know if we need that holiday anymore. Anyways, this has been Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
We have a Twitter if you want to follow us. It's Instant Anime Pod, where we post GIFs and tease upcoming episodes.
Yes.
Or
you can check out where we host at Podbean, instantanime.podbean.com, in fact. And from there, you can find the links in our description to actually be clickable. We also have swag and our submission form and the Spotify stuff. Why did I say swag?
I don't know. It's merch.
We have merch. Oh, God.
We got swag bags.
We don't have any swag.
You've been activity planning, too.
Oh, no. We do not have swag
No
bags.
Free swag.
No. Sorry.
This is the swag. The episode is the swag.
It's true. Welcome to the swag bag hour.
Put it in your ears and mind.
Oh, God. Okay, what did I say? We got merch. We got the...
Links.
Spotify.
We got it all.
That's our home base. That's where everything is located in one location.
We're too cheap to pay for the feed and also, like, instantanimepod.com. Like, come on. Instantanime.podbean.com.
There you go.
Twitter. Told you that.
Yep, at Instant Anime Pod.
That's pretty much it. If you are listening to us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or whatever the fuck they call it now, leave us a review.
Please.
Nice, mean, truthful is really what matters.
Holidays are coming up, and that'd be a great gift.
Oh my God, yeah.
Also a great gift is giving us some song suggestions so we can make some animes from your idea.
Multiple. Single anime per song.
It's true, but we come up with one each and then turn them into a mega anime.
Whoa.
So I guess technically it's 3 animes per song.
Kinda. It's mainly one. It's definitely at least 2.
Yes.
And then one is almost like a half.
In any case,
yeah, you can do that. It's our pinned tweet, or it's, again, one of the clickable links in all the descriptions or in the sidebar. So do that. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.